Hello and welcome. We are here for the 2021 Resistance Discs Open at Trojan Park Disc Golf Course. My name is Chris Nelson, joined by my commentary partner DJ. Say what up, DJ.
What's up, guys?
We are out here at the Trojan Park Disc Golf Course. Our coverage sponsors are brought to you by Flight Towel, Upper Park Disc Golf, and Resistance Discs. I cannot state how excited I am to watch this round. We got a star-studded card. Everyone's favorite, Paul Ulibarri coming out, James Proctor, Ezra Aderhold, and local stud Ty Love. Tell us about hole one.
Yeah, this is going to be exciting. This is going to be a Disc Golf Pro Tour Silver Series event this weekend, and heading right into hole one, we have par 3, 422 feet. We have a couple plays off of this tee. We have a backhand hyzer, but we might see a lot of backhand rollers or a big forehand if you've got it. You got to fight with this low cover right here as this tree that is coming up on the right. We have out of bounds of about 5 feet past the long grass behind the basket. This is a tough hole, tough starting hole here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Paul Ulibarri.
Starting us off, Paul Ulibarri. Most common plays on this hole are going to be the backhand roller or the big forehand if you got it. My guess is Yuli's going to go for a roller here. You got to carry that initial water, and you want it to land on not very much cut, or else you're going to take that OB long into play.
Yeah, luckily the long grass definitely stops those long rollers. You see a lot of guys that throw their roller with not quite enough cut, and you'll see it go off to the right a bit and find that long grass over on the right. And it looks like Uli's finding that over there, maybe not quite all the way.
Yeah, just maybe out of his hand a little late, but we'll see what he's got from there. That right side isn't too bad. James Proctor, new local to Washington. Perhaps first forehand of the day kind of shot. Grip locks it a tad bit, but he can get a par up and down, no problem from there.
Next on the cards, Ty Love. Ty is 16. He might have turned 17 in the last couple months here. He's a young up-and-coming stud. He's been on the feature card a few times on the Disc Golf Pro Tour, and the kid's got game.
Yeah, I don't think he's much of a secret anymore, but this kid has everything you want in a 16-year-old disc golfer. I'm very excited to watch him play this course.
Yeah, and he just missed his gap there. He's trying to go outside of that big tree. Let's see what Ezra's play is here.
Yeah, Ty trying to show us that probably less conventional hyzer play. You just take in a lot of those trees on the right. It looks like Ezra's going roller here. He's got that moving pretty well. Nice and flipped over. Looks like it rolled right past the pin,
yeah.
So he should be on the green.
Yeah, it looks like he'll be maybe edge of circle. James trying to get up and down for his par here. Looks like he throws a good one.
Yeah, that'll work. Nice correction off his missed tee shot. Ty, nice buttery backhand right to the pole. A great shot.
Oh yeah, and Ezra got up there.
Yeah, even short of the long grass, so he doesn't have really anything to worry about. Just a open 40-footer to start his day, and it's cash.
Yeah, great putt. That was a great hole. Way to start the tournament off.
Yeah. This whole average, kind of middle of the pack. I think it was about 0.2 of a stroke over par. Not a lot of birdies. Uli trying to join the club, and man, that looked great. Just high.
Yeah, just a tad high there. Proctor to save his par.
Very nice.
Good putt.
No damage done. Get your par, move on to the next one. Ty will just have a little drop in as well as Uli.
With the lefty tap in.
I don't remember quite what time these guys teed off, but I think they were a bit earlier than the feature card of the day, so weather will be a factor.
Yeah, I believe feature card teed off at 12:50, and these guys were at 12:40.
Okay.
So they're going to get a little bit of rain early on in this round.
Hole 2.
But as we move into hole 2,
yeah, little shorty over the water the whole way. It's only 243, but when you're standing on that tee pad, sometimes it feels a bit longer. The miss here is definitely long if you're short and never touch, or I think if you're short at all in the water, you go to a drop zone, which is about 60 feet to the left of this pin. But this is kind of one of those must-get holes to start off your round.
Yeah, this is absolutely a must-get. This is playing as the easiest hole on the course today.
Right into it. Ezra taking the forehand. So gets the green flag, that's great. The forehand requires a bit more commitment as the further away your disc flies, the further away the target is. Uli looked like a zone, and that needs some juice. Oh,
just short. And as you can see the water there. It's coming down pretty hard at this point.
Proctor, pretty sure that was like his Draco, and he's going to use that backstop nicely. He'll have a putt. Ty going forehand, so 4 forehands on this hole. I believe he's throwing an anvil, and that looks pitch perfect.
Yeah, this gap has definitely tightened up over the last year or two. It used to be a lot bigger. The backhand play was definitely there.
Yeah, Uli giving it a scare from the drop zone, but he'll take that unfortunate 4, and Proctor not quite committed on that putt.
Ezra from in the bushes back here. I think he has a line.
Oh, yeah.
Just short.
You're staring at that water. This makes it a little difficult to tie. No problem there. He's only about 10 feet.
Yeah, he's in that ideal spot. I try to aim for that tree when I'm playing this hole. If you hit it, you end up parked. If you end up right past it, you're always within that 15 to 20 foot range, and it's usually a tap-in birdie.
Yeah. Definitely consider this hole a must-get, and our card's going to play it even. So a little flat out of the gate. Ty Love picking up the only birdie. See what these guys can do heading into hole 3.
Hole 3 is playing as one of the hardest holes on the course. As you can see from the drone flight here, there's a big hyzer gap that you saw Jeremy take in the Jomez practice round. Big hyzer over the water, almost reaching the land on the peninsula hole to the right. Or you can take the straight ahead gap and flip something up and kind of have something go right. Or this big tree on the right that kind of hangs over the water, you can take a hyzer play on the right side of that. And all of those work to try to get yourself a birdie look.
Yeah, this pin is moved a bit shorter than traditional Oregon State Championship layout. Definitely a bit more tackleable, but like you said, playing pretty tough, averaging over par for the day. We'll see how they do. Ty Love's got the box. I want to say this is one of his fortresses. Nice committed line. Fading out a bit left, but that's the mistake to make. Gets the green flag and a nice rollout.
Yeah, that's definitely the miss. You want to hyzer out and you want to hit that hill. You tend to bounce back into the fairway. Ezra taking a similar line there. Looks like he might have gotten caught up in the bushes to the left.
Proctor trying to follow suit, make the correction, but doesn't. He's going to be at left side as well. See if Uli can get the disc a bit flatter out of the hand. Starts it more right, but it's a stable disc.
I believe that he is going ESP nuke on this hole with the low cover, just trying to punch it and power it through.
Yeah, it's only 380, but Uli's pulling out that bush now and going with the ESP nuke. Here he is, laying up, maybe a little miscue there. He's going to leave a little meat on the bone. Ty, this is his range all day, and that was just short. But once he starts heating up from there, he's so dangerous.
Good par save from Uli there for sure.
It's never fun walking up to a 20-footer after you're only maybe 60, 70 feet from the basket. Is this Aderhold's drive? Oh, wow.
Wow. That was a pump.
Yeah, he must have got sneaky or something, but a birdie on hole 3 is great.
Yeah, he's so strong.
But par, nothing to scoff at here. I always like taking a par on this hole. It can get ugly quick.
Yeah, this is definitely a bonus birdie for the field here. Ezra getting a great 2 there. Getting back, or got hole 1 and then got hole 3. So he's sitting 2 down through 3. Paul sitting at 1 over. James at even. And Ty at 1 under par.
So hole 4, we are playing as a par 4, 688 off the tee box. You have this landing zone. Cart path to the right is out of bounds. Anything wet to the left is out of bounds. No drop zone on this hole, so you proceed to where it was last in bounds, and then you're gonna take a slight left turn on the drone footage. Psych, not going to the short. We're going to the long today. Another 370 to 390 water carry, depending on where your tee shot lands. And this is one of the scarier shots out here at Trojan. You got OB to the right, OB behind that resistance disc wall, and this green tightens up quick.
Yeah, this is definitely a scary second shot. Your first shot is really trying to get just short of the short basket so that you can have a good look towards your second shot.
Oh man, Ezra a little low on the forehand maybe. Let's see if he's able to squeak in bounce. The rain is really starting to come down. Gets the green flag. That's what we like to see. Ty maybe overcorrecting a bit off Ezra, but he's safe. He's okay. That's a good committed shot there from James.
Yeah, that's a perfect landing zone there.
The further away you get from that water edge, the harder that second shot is going to be. Uli going nice and high. Spike, not quite the ideal distance, so he's got a big shot here. What would you say? It's about 420 to the pin. As you can see, he's just playing safe.
Yeah, I think from that little concrete pad there is about 390, and he was a bit short of that.
Yeah. Ty leaked his drive a little right and forcing him to really commit to that shot. And those branches right there, if you hit those, you are very likely going out of bounds.
James taking the super safe play, not hanging it out over the water with the wind and the rain in play right now.
Yeah, 4 on this hole is perfectly fine. Ezra just barely squeaking in off that tee shot, so he's forced to go standstill here. This is a big shot. Going straight at the pin. Get a skip. Oh, man. Not quite.
Oh, and he got the red flag, but I think it touched on the other side over there.
Yeah, hopefully they give him the spot up there instead of a rethrow, which I believe they did. Here's Ty from the out of bounds mark. Chipping a forehand up. Trickle's a bit long, but he's on the dance floor.
Little long, but not bad.
We know Proctor can basically jump putt from anywhere. He's just laying that one up. Easy 4.
Yeah, and they did give Ezra the spot on the other side. He definitely hit the bank.
Looks like we missed Uli's up shot, but he's going to clean up the par. Yeah, this hole was the second hardest hole of the day, averaging 4.78. So, you get a 4 on this one, you're doing just fine.
Yeah, taking a stroke on a lot of the field there.
Ty, not quite. Just a little low. Proctor cleaning up the par, Ty an unfortunate 6, and Ezra taking the 5 after the OB second shot.
Yeah, as you can see, this hole is definitely pretty treacherous. It's a tough green to stick, and you got to be super committed over the water there.
So Ty moving to +1 right there with Uli. James taking the par, and Ezra is still at 1 under for the round. So we kick it off to our sponsors.
This video is brought to you by Resistance Discs. Head over to resistancediscs.com and use code CHSports at checkout to get free shipping on any order over $25. Thank you to resistancediscs.com, and let's get back to the video.
And moving into hole 5 here, we have a par 4, 602 feet. The play here is for a righty backhand hyzer. You can see this trash can just on the right of the drone flight here. You want to miss just left of that and come into this landing zone, either in between these walking paths or just in front of it to set up your second shot that carries this water onto a peninsula green that is playing as one of the easier holes on the course. But this is another hole that you have to be committed on your shot. If you short it, there's a good chance that you're going to find the water, just like a lot of holes at Trojan.
For sure. Well, Proctor trying to show us that righty backhand play. Just squeaks inside those blackberries. That's going to be set up well for the second shot. Ulibarri trying to follow the flight path. It looks like he does a good job.
Yeah, that's the perfect landing zone there for sure.
That's really all you want on this hole. Sometimes if you get greedy and push too far, those blackberries are getting kind of tall and can alter your approach shot. As Ezra takes a nice routine hyzer. Ty, maybe a little grip blocks, wants some skips.
Little wide, but he gets in front of that trash can just barely, and this sets up nicely. You have a good angle to the pin from here.
Yeah, so this second shot is definitely the tougher of the two. You really got to commit. And Ty does just that, almost dunking it for eagle. You can see a bunch of the tall grass around the basket. You probably have about a circle one's relief with the shortcut, and then the rest is tall grass, but there is quite a bit of land behind the basket where you won't find the water. So I always tell myself the miss here is to go long, but James and Uli are just going to put it close, have a stress-free birdie.
Yeah, a lot of big hyzers here coming in wanting to spike on the green.
Yeah, Ezra's close enough to just kind of stall it up there. Furthest out is Uli, 20 feet. Shouldn't be any problem.
Yeah, this is definitely what I would say as another hole on the course that I would say is a must get.
Yeah, like you said, this one playing under par. Only one of 4 holes to play under par during round 1 is Ezra. Bit overcommitted on the putt. That wasn't that far, and he's going to find himself further away now. He's got a really rapid putting motion, but can't fault him for anything that he does, as he's going to take an unfortunate 3-putt.
Yeah, it's definitely quick, but when he gets it going, they can drop from pretty much anywhere.
It's Ty and James clean up their tap-ins. But yeah, not the score Ezra was looking for. Yeah, a little frustrated. But the winds out at Trojan, man, especially out on those peninsulas, can get tough to read. It just kind of swollen around. So 3 birdies.
Yeah, it seems like the water comes, or the wind comes off the water in every direction, and you really don't know what you're gonna get. You think you get a wind read from the person before, and you get something completely different when you're up. But hole 6, another peninsula green. You'll see a lot of forehands here, or big backhand kind of trying to stall the shot over those blackberry bushes that we just saw over to the right.
Yeah, staying on that peninsula, so this is probably one of the windiest holes on the course. I remember today it was playing as a stiff right to left. Helps out the forehand. It's going to shove it into that hillside. And that's a pretty predominant play if you have it, just because you can keep the angle of the disc pretty consistent. It's usually taking something really overstable, giving it a little flex. And both of those are maybe a little short, but close to pin high left, giving you a safer putt to run. Ty may have pushed his a little further, but shouldn't be a problem as Ezra's. Unless he gets some ground action there, that's going to be a little short.
Yeah, I think that...
Oh, great putt.
Great
That is
putt.
a
Wow.
scary putt. I don't really think those cameras do it justice, but if he doesn't draw any metal there, he's easily floating 30, 35 down that hill towards that bench.
Yeah, with possible out of bounds, roll away and play.
Fantastic putt by Ezra. That's a great bounce back.
James with an equally as scary putt.
Sit.
And, great sit
Yeah,
there.
that's those 50-50s where it can just kind of trickle through that grass into the water. Uli. Oh, man. Maybe just a little weak side?
Yeah. You can tell that the putting on this basket from anywhere down below it, it's really hard to commit to, just knowing the possible rollaways.
Ty with the CTP. See if he can connect from about 22, 23. Boom.
Yeah, great putt.
Yeah, Ty putts with those Swan 2s. Nice beadless putter. Really floaty.
As we're cleaning up some pars here. Everyone's dry. That's always a positive.
Yeah, so that hole 6 averaged under par as well, about a quarter stroke under par. Ty and Ezra helping us out with the averages. James and Uli will have to settle for the 3s. Hole 7, 393, slightly altered from the normal ORDGC layout. We're not going onto the island on the right. Instead, we are playing into this left side green. You got an OB white line painted to the left of that path, so the path is in bounds. If you're in those woods, though, you're going to be out of bounds. And you got that big bush clump just to the right of the pin, so most right-handed players are going to take this kind of push to flat backhand hyzer. Ty doesn't like this one, might be a little too stable.
Yeah, these 2 trees on the right that the guys are aiming at definitely come into play on the backhand hyzer there. You can definitely hit those, trickle out of bounds, and if you push it a little bit too far, you hit them and drop, and you're left with 50, 60 feet to the pin.
Yeah, Ezra a little wide from his line, I gotta imagine, so we'll see if he has that big bush right in front of him. James, a little slip on the tee pad. Tee pads were wet all day today, and he's gonna find himself out of bounds. Nice committed shot.
This looks like a solid shot.
That's how you draw it up. You want to throw something stable, hard, so that it rides flat for a while and then finishes towards the pin. Proctor, frustrating 4, just because of the slip on the tee pad. I saw a lot of tee shots kind of landing in this area. It's safe, but it's a long putt, and as I thought, Ezra a little long, a little too straight. He can't see anything close to the basket from there.
Yeah, that definitely looked like he was just probably pitching it out, trying to save his 3 there.
Yuli didn't get as close as I thought. His drive looked great, but again, he had to go inside of those guardian trees, and he's not going to be able to connect on circle's edge for the birdie. So he's going to be looking at pars like everybody else here.
Yeah, this is definitely a tough hole. It's hard to get the disc left enough without bringing those 2 big trees into play.
Yeah, that OB is looming really close. Just that little ivy patch just to the left of James is all out of bounds, and I've heard of even some putts kind of getting some wonky reactions off these mock X's and finding them.
Yeah, I might have found that ivy today. It wasn't great, but it's there. I figured out it was there.
Danger lurking everywhere at Trojan. So star par for the card. Hole 7, averaging significantly over par. Oh, sorry, James with the 4 after the OBT shot. But after 7 holes, no one really on the card stringing them together here, and this is definitely the easier of the 2 9s. So going to want to get it going here quick.
Yeah, hole 8 playing 450 feet-ish. We're teeing from the right side of the road, which is out of bounds. The road is all out of bounds. We're going to be seeing some big hyzers here. You're trying to pretty much aim at this light post, let it hyzer in, and look for that 2 look.
Yeah, OB also beyond that Pro Tour wall there by the log. So if you are short on your tee shot, that OB long is looming large. Ty, early release, stays in bounds in the shortcut. Probably fortunate there. I gotta think Ezra is thinking 2 on this one, and he just barely clips that guardian tree, and he might still be putting.
Yeah, I think he's probably 60, 70 feet.
What is this?
Uli going Annie here.
I have not seen that before, and dang, I like it though. If he doesn't clip that branch, I think he's gonna be the closest of the bunch. But now he's gonna have kind of a tough upshot. It's James, another slip on the pad, hits the branches, and that's gonna fall out of bounds.
Yeah, so the drop zone on this hole is the ladies' tee, which is just in front of Ty here. If you never make it in bounds.
Yeah, this is still a pretty big shot. I think Ty was taking a fairway driver. See where he ends up. Proctor from the drop zone. Going big spike hyzer, and how long out of bounds.
Oh,
man.
It looked good out of his hand.
Oh no. He clipped something right out of his hand. That rough there on the left is thick. Usually right back to bat again. Trying to save a long par, but that's a frustrating 4.
Yeah, getting in that left stuff is hard to get out of for sure. And Ezra giving a good run.
Yeah, so Proctor must have just pushed it long onto the road and kind of adding up the strokes here for James.
This is Ty for his 3.
Yeah, forced 3 because he was in bounce off the tee, but that's
going
to leave him with a 4 look. Man, triple bogey for James. And if you've never played Trojan before, you can almost triple bogey any hole out here if you're not focused. It can get away from you so quick. It's James. 2 errant shots, and just like that, he's looking at a 6.
And the water comes into play on...
Oh, no. Tie.
Oh. The water comes into play on almost every hole, but as we can see on these last 2 holes that don't have water, there's still a lot of danger lurking, and errant shots can get away from you, and you can end up taking a big number anywhere out here.
Man, uncharacteristics from Ty. He is such a solid putter. Must have just been a lapse in focus. He kind of looked down at his hand, maybe a little moisture on the disc.
Yeah, I just tried powering through it.
So, rough hole for our group.
Ty taking a 5.
Yeah. As we're taking strokes, as we got kind of the rainbow you don't want to see. Pars and up for the card. Struggling at Trojan.
Yeah, moving into hole 9. Trying to reset here. This one, you can play a big cut roller that tries to get it around the corner. We might see a lot of forehands that just tries to get through this gap we're going through right now and up on the hill just to the right and try to play a big hyzer over the road. And the drone will be taking the flight that would come into play if you threw like a skippy backhand hyzer or even the cut roller. You try to get to that short tee pad, and then you have about 250 feet or so to the green. The basket's tucked away in between these 3 trees over here to the right, as we're seeing now. And this is a really fun hole. It definitely takes placement off of the tee to get you in position for that second shot.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites out here. Just a great 2-shot hole. That Mando is new, forcing everybody to throw up the gut, and you're going to basically want what Ezra did right there. A nice forehand through the gap, landing on the hillside, opening up that hyzer down the road. Uli following suit.
This is one of those where like the further right you can get is the better play, because you open it up a little more and you can throw that shot over the road. And,
James and Ty clipping the tree you gotta miss. James getting the favorable of the reactions, but Ty kicked left. He's lucky to not be buried, as that rough, just like the last hole, is bad. You do not want to be left.
Yeah, I agree.
Paul taking the high hyzer, most likely a nuke. You can see the basket tucked in those trees. Looked like a good shot. We'll see if the distance was right. That one sign. I don't know if whoever put that sign in is a disc golfer, but my goodness, it could not be in a worse spot.
Yeah, it always comes into play. You got to choose one side or the other. It's almost like an artificial tree coming into play.
Nice forehand down the left side. We'll get on the putting green. James forced to go standstill right by that annoying sign, and might have a little meat left on the bone.
Ezra with a great 3 there with the down the hill putt. James looking to save his par here.
James in for par.
Oop, my mistake.
Ty trying to clean up his par. Nice. Really frustrated, clearly missing another birdie opportunity. And like I said, this front 9, you're going to want to pick up as many birdies as you can, because we're in for a wild ride for the back 9. Ezra Aderhold.
Yeah, it doesn't get easier.
Yeah. Ezra Aderhold leading the way at 2 under par. The rest of the card over par. To start your resistance discs open. We'll see if they can string them together on the back. So we're going to have a lot more water, a lot more wind, and a lot more fun.
Absolutely. And that was the front 9, and we will catch you on the back 9. This only gets better from here. The Trojan Park Disc Golf Course is one of the most beautiful courses that these guys are going to see on tour. More water, more big shots. It's going to be fun.
We'll see you guys there.
Hey guys, Colin here with CH Sports. I just wanted to give a huge shout out to my coverage sponsors. These videos would not be able to come to life without these people's help, so I really appreciate it. There's plans starting as low as $3 a month, and every single dollar helps grow the channel. If you would like to see your name or business listed in the credits of every single one of my videos, please head over to patreon.com/chsports.